Hi, my name is Sue Travis, and this is my dog, J.R. Travis, and he's a cowboy. But I'll get back to that story in a little bit. We are an animal assisted therapy team through the Humane Society of Broward County. The Humane Society of Broward County is an animal shelter that helps with people who are going to surrender their dogs and cats who can't take care of them for whatever reason. Allergies, they're moving, their job situation changed, they're having problems, whatever the reason. And they bring the dog to the shelter or the cat, and for $25 we will take the cat in or dog in and make sure they're healthy. If they need to be neutered, we make sure they're neutered if we're going to adopt them out, and they're safe. At least the people have taken the time to bring their pet to the shelter rather than just throwing it out in the streets, as so many dogs and cats are. So that's the good news. Then the shelter will take that pet, make sure it's healthy, and hopefully find it a forever loving home. And the Humane Society does so many other great things. I'm going to hand out brochures and a newsletter that can kind of show you the different things you could do if you decide you want to volunteer with the Humane Society. But my topic today will be animal-assisted therapy. So back to my story. 6 years ago, my mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. She was in a nursing home up in Michigan. And this one woman would come by with two little dogs, and she would get so excited. She never remembered her name. She didn't remember our names, but she sure remembered the woman coming with the dogs. And I looked down at my then golden retriever, Junior, who was 7 years old, and I said, well, you could certainly go do that. Go cheer up folks in a nursing home. So I found out what had to be done. I contacted the Humane Society of Broward County and found that it was not that difficult. It required, number one, that your dog would know basic skills: how to sit, how to stay, how not to be food aggressive, how not to jump onto people, how to stay on one side of the room when you walk on the other side of the room, how to walk with a loose leash. Very basic skills. Junior passed with flying colors. Next thing I know, they set me up with a nursing home that had a memory center, which was similar to my mother's situation, people with Alzheimer's, and also hospice patients. And so the joy begins. Junior was an amazing therapy dog. When he would walk in the door, the workers would be excited. The residents would be excited, and of course the ones with Alzheimer's always remembered Junior, always. They remembered our visits, and we would do tricks, we would sing songs, and when we leave, the people had giant smiles on their face, and they felt so happy and calm and relaxed. That's what animal therapy does to people. It lowers your blood pressure. It makes you feel joy. And it gives you a break from whatever is causing you problems or unhappiness. It will bring you happiness. Even though it's temporary, it's still happiness. So Junior and I continued doing this until he was 10 years old, when he suddenly passed away. Well, of course, I was devastated. I contacted several rescues because I really wanted to have another golden retriever, and lo and behold, I found Golden Rescue of South Florida, and 3 weeks later had rescued J.R. J.R. had been abused, malnourished, and was terrified. He had been locked up outside, and he was a mess. So I picked him up from the vet, and I took him to the dog park before I ever brought him home. And two little girls came up to us and said, can we ask you a question? I go, what? They go, is your dog a cowboy? And lo and behold, we have J.R. the cowboy. Well, I started working with him immediately to train him to be a good animal-assisted therapy dog, and he was marvelous. Within 3 weeks, we went back to the same nursing home and continued the work that Junior was doing, but I couldn't get him certified with the Humane Society till I had owned him for a year. After a year, We did the visits on our own. We still got the same joy and happiness, just we were on our own. Once we got certified by the Humane Society, he got his vest, his name tags, and he was official. And he still is the best little therapy dog. We continued doing the work, and then my mom passed away, and I decided to work with different types of patients. See, you're not tied in just to work in a nursing home or with children, or there's so many different programs. We now go to a hospital, Imperial Point Hospital, and we deal with psych patients. And it's different people every week, different patients every week, but there's still the love and the joy and the happiness. JR loves the work. He's super happy. He's super well behaved and just does a fantastic job. And we get the opportunity to speak to people like you, to kids like you, to spread the word of the goodness you can do by simply having a well-trained dog and getting him certified through the Humane Society. I also want you to really seriously think about it. If you're going to get a dog, why not rescue an animal? There's so many unwanted animals that really need your love, but you must make sure that you are committing to a long-term situation, that you're going to take good care of these pets, and maybe even go do other good deeds once you get them trained properly. That's pretty much it. Do we have any questions? Oh, and last but not least, JR does tricks. And now we have JR doing the big trick.